Your wonderful bag and shreds. The original dog treat of
Halloween.
Hi, I'm Carolina, and I am the host of Sincerely Carolina, a series of educational conversations about current social issues with local and international experts. Make sure you tune in every Saturday on Cool FM from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Bye! Happy Saturday! Feliz Diyos Sabra! May espero po si Mang tataon si Mang Bong, whatever that means to you. Katabata produktibo, nice, chill. Anyways, all of the above. Yeah, it's a bit rainy. So, iyan na ng manera ami ko ta plant parents. May siguro gusto ko contento. May siguro ko mi water bill at the end of the month. May tahobi contento tame. Pero yes, also it's Halloween weekend. Although Halloween ta otro simang. Pero ito weekend. So may tikiri weekend kina sabi wak. Hope yan din costumes. You know, it's obvious that I'm gonna say, please be careful out there. Don't drink and drive. You know, yada yada. Make sure ko basta yung Uber person. Basta si bating bop din grupo of portang hendo ko no sali pero ta willing pa help us out, please. Ito kaya so police bisa ka pa kuno ba kontrola pero no ko same certa único motivo. How about public safety anto, you know, not putting other people's lives in danger. So we just kaya laga ba so ko and to tama looking forward na to the pictures ng dihin the kiddos ng costumes of course otro simang tame on Halloween itself. Anyways, sorry ko hindi kilat awe. It's been a streak. May kita rain, no? Sabay po ni all the blame on the rain. Ko pakico nos gas lang running until lately. But anyways, may ko Randall ando no sabay papia hindi dito ko eigenlijk pero on the topic of the condition dificil eigenlijk ba papia about, you know, deep stuff ando mental health ando kung sa sintiendo. So we'll go a little bit into that, pero para may karabisa dan kinami awesome sponsors of course that make Sincerely Carolina possible. Thank you to Vegan Strips, to Sarah V, and to Total. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh, awit ta Halloween. Mita untiki sad anto eigenlijk binagawa ka patratan ni biyaha pa sobra midagos lang not a friendly like that. We have tried many years pa participate na Halloween anto turaya is like, you know, husky drama and all of the yelling and the intenseness. I don't know if this is the aki ko nos not by hasile. Anton sabay wara teore dagos un tiki mas beyond to porta cansanto not tiki mas chill. Pero you know, I'm looking forward to your costumes, but not today because I'm gonna have FOMO and to meet by one of my children or something like that. Anyway, so I hope you have fun. And to thank you of course. So Randall, paisa ko no konosebo, please introduce mo mas and to why you think you're here today.
Para mí no the guy camera aquí talaga ay mostro hopi bong kwalta si mi happy.
Okay, good to know.
This is a great intro speech, by the way. I've seen the make it sponsor a show over again. So
thank you. Oh my gosh. Did you just hear that? We're gonna like make that a soundbite.
Yeah, no, I'm good. You know. Give me the visa, but yeah, I'm here. I don't know. Let's just talk about. We have a lot of things to talk about. Nosta actually okay, so number ta Randall, mitong company ko yama the POV, pero mitong artist na may paes nang ko no sa say mitong guy ko ta kanta basically. Mitong no kanta. That's the bad way to say ki komita hasi. Mita guy ko ta trahal letra, and I just happened to be the only one in the room at the time. Dus me to end up the graba a letter ng A myself as well. Not the best singer, not the most talented singer, me not the sisarolarte or anything. However, I believe that I'm a pretty good writer. There's essaita mas mi forte, and to essaita kikomita hasi también in the creative world. Me to do practical things también manejong photography, videography, directing, and all of that stuff. Dus básicamente me to un creative entrepreneur papabisa, pero also me to gewoon un creative. Dus essaita sum things up pretty well. Me to kere. Anto, behalve say, we have a lot of bossa na mis puro basinta na manera kumita wakabo. This is crazy.
So we can talk.
So we can talk.
By the way, may dinami ko rehabri a Facebook just in case if there are some of you commenting. Anto, ting ora mita waki orato, this is minata waki mas, the sibo di comment, mi best pa wakabo comments. But in case I don't see them, I'm so sorry. Oh, what wak? Bon dia pa Elvan, Elabisa, hello, bon dia, feliz José Ferrer. So thank you, bon dia to you too.
Yeah.
My best. Pero sí, Randall.
Sí.
You shall continue.
So yeah, Anto, the thing is that we have these conversations often off air, right?
Yes.
Yeah, often don't palabra grande, but every time we do, I believe that we have very interesting conversations. Anto, we don't agree on everything tampoco, pero the thing that I like about speaking kubotaku, even si nos disagree on a lot of things, at the end of the conversation, nos kind of llegan a un punto unde nos ting some type of manier. No lo bisa con nos llegan a un punto con nos manier. Yeah, we both agree 100% with this, pero nos llegan a un punto unde con nos manier. Yeah, this makes sense.
Anto,
I like that.
Comprehension de different perspectives and a better insight as to maybe why these perspectives exist. Of may pakico, basta ita Cynthia asina pa otro. And we have had conversations unde Cuba de nos ta quiere que ta comienza as in con nos dos on opposite sides of the turns out it's not. So that's fun too.
Yeah. Con nos ta comisando viewers na kas. So amigo Carolina, so sometimes we have conversations that last quite letterlijk hours. Letterlijk wanneer 2-3 horas. Anto na comienzo. Yeah. Anto na comienzo conversation está letterlijk manier dos mucha pleitando con otro. Anto as the conversation the manier progress nos llega más y más cerca a un punto donde nos understand pa otro. Anto nos manier, you know what? Yeah, I understand that perspective and that's a rare thing. But it's a very rare ku people ta think it's an ability. It's a real ability. Sempre te bisa even pabo think dus pabo tinha habilidade pa pensa, that's not something ku ta built in. That's something ku along the road botin ku sinha pensa. We have this notion ku turhende por gis pensa, anto ku pensamento ta processo ku ta passa naturalmente.
Yep.
But it's not. A lot of opinions that given to us. A lot of things ku nos ta pensa, not really things ku nos ta pensa, pero ta things ku wasa ita man second-hand smoke. Wasa when it comes to thought.
Name me, and I guess asina tanto. We're just gonna go with it.
Yeah, and that's what I like about you, and that's what I like about Kiko Botahasi, and that's what I like about myself as well. To me te quiere pensar sempre nos llega a un point of understanding is because me te quiere ku nos ting ability to minimize the second-hand smoking mas ko ta possible and to actually develop nos mesmo thought patterns and processes. Na un punto, zeg maar.
Ik denk dat een cosa importante en de onjus nos bij lezen também some of the stories that people submitted. Ita começar for dat hopi young, no? Quanto ruimte bota hanya di verdade pa papia di certo coisa não pa por develop überhaupt een opinião, een pensamento, pa por develop bosa agree to disagree moment of mane bay mas deep and eventually portate asa cambia opinião pa sobra se aqui ta coisa que ta supposed de por passa como rende or com new information that provided to us se nós sacam pa processar essa aqui e acknowledge essa aqui nós supposed por shift essa parte de growth anto cambio eigenlijk.
Yeah, agree.
And we have talked about this too. Iting hopi te maken ko kung batalanta, anto e-bubble ko bata ding. E no solamente porta mayor nang, pero também na school. Das ki approach no sa take ko hende for yung edat hopi yung kumucha. Anto eventually by the time ko na tabira grande, ito gewoon na modus operandi. Sa kita kung na function. Kung na siya survive te asta. Basta kung na siya defender ng mes, anto ito hopi moeilijk ora ko portanto confronted ko otro gente y porta certo behaviors ang basta not beneficial to the other people of the assets are harmful. Pabo por pone un spile ori pa sobra nang nota uta equipped at an earlier age pa even comprehend essa aqui. E nós waka ora aqui como comunidade, nós tem hopi issues Anto mita kere hopi hende porta kuta ding circuit basta social ta hopi buwas di issues ang aki. But everyday people portanang por bisabo verbally mane si nos tem problema social na Aruba anto nos tem problema de saúde mental na Aruba pero ora ko bota pensa que mane que impacto ami tinding essa aqui of mane am I contributing to this in some way not able to do that self-reflection.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest thing pa most people. Me de quiere self-reflection ta algo ku self-reflection to one of those things ku ta yeah, and not just un hard thing pa hopi hende. It's the hardest thing to do, I feel like. Pa sabra ito super easy pa po point fingers ibig sabihin ko ay nanti yung issue of ite issue. Pero but also ting eigenlijk bo starting point Mr. Tamani okay kiko amit kung amit bezig ta feed the issue aki kung ami por make small changes of small adaptations pa basta do my part pa actually trahana un more na better way of doing things when it comes to anything and especially mental health zeg maar even though it's I don't like me no te gusta usa a palabra mental health sobre eta mane to me it's a little vague pero mane especially when it comes to these things kuta mas vamos poner assim kuta menos set in stone and kuta mas nuanced vamos poner assim it's important to be able to mane it's important to be able to ter un certo level de fluidity when it comes to those subjects.
For sure. E se man passar por exemplo nossa papia com Levi e Rosalyn anto esa que bindilanti tabe no ko mental health, mental well-being, mental conditions pero kun nanta uno moeilijk wat define what does it mean
exactly
nanta cultureel bepalend dus mane local ko kinang lo waro considered sane of normal or whatever por waro considered mane crazy somewhere else of al contrario anto dus eta moeilijk inderdaad pero eta nos overall well-being mita quiere como community na final de dia se eta bing na gele sobra un cos nota passa assim é outro nos well-being econômico nos well-being nos saúde físico os atores coisas aqui tá driven by human behavior anto human behavior tá começando em mente so mita quiere ko from that perspective, it should interest everybody. But nosta gezond in some way and to also consider it towards others. Pa sobre tiung impact.
That's lo cual babisa na finale. That's a very important part pa hinkading because the thing about things ko ta asina manin nuanced, right? Taku noting un fixed answer pa turcos.
No.
Pero also noting un fixed emotion pa turcos. There's noting bampone if someone is doing something bad to you, right? But abay tin this feeling di man this person is doing something bad to me. Pero bampone say it's very easy pa butuma un genera malo ding situations lang sinsa kung eta on the other end of it's very easy pa bisa sa kiko I'm gonna be a victim of situations ko eigenlijk you shouldn't even be a victim of this it's very easy tami pa bukay in this like slope the self victimization ko to say this those types of things tami the very and I know I'm speaking for yung other perspective right now pero those things also ta hopi essential pa por controlar I believe bosa bo meste por check yourself before you wreck yourself zeg maar before anything so I think that's very important I mean when it comes to the whole mental health conversation and not solamente kiko ami meste direito of kiko comunidade meste direito of all of that pero eta también mane okay eta também mane question di okay unde thresholds nanta zeg maar di kiko mit feeling because a lot of people think this feeling também kuna nunca no magdita sad bosa kuna também ami no magdita sad si mit sad mit yung issue com mental health well maybe you're just a little sad right now bosa this thresholds também are very important para por define mane okay ki ora bota having like un mental health issue di verdad e ki ora gewoon bota in a slump of bota in a position unde ko bota sinti ko bota de un dip and gewoon bonota where you want to be. And those two things are things that are very, very different as well.
Either normalizing tu receino, normalizing as in ku nos ta complex. E ku
Yes,
tu
yes.
receita parte de nós, de hand, and how we function.
Yeah.
E, you know, I mean, hope I don't sabi nota shy away from saying that, pero especially hope I di therapy algo kumisang pero I inda basta mi therapist nanta catch me on and it's human. Taku ete hope importante pa oro ko bota papia di emotions of kung bota sintiendo of kung sitwasyon la ka sinti etc. Pa papia di yung I point of view pa sobra mi te sintiendo asina. E esta, mi perspectiva, mi sentimento ko baha si mi tal coisa. Pero final de dia ta mi,
Yes.
you know, anto mi kermen ko por well dita ko behavior ko boting ta hasi, you know, for a period of time di barata malo of di barata ongezond. Di barata hurtful, pero é importante pa ami por acknowledge di mi mes que ko precis mi to sintiendo anto di onda portar seita bini anto asina hope biaha por para quieto na se de verdade tem te maken com outra pessoa seu
Yes,
behavior
100%.
of se eta triggering algo que tá tiki mas mas deep it
Yeah.
has to do with something else pero eta algo anterior por comunicar sei também no
Yeah,
dus
yeah.
por comunicar com bati razão por tá defensive when we talk about this topic
Yeah.
anto it has to do with this and that para se tu hene close porque men se tu hene ko vai portar var it triggering situations sem mas biaha o mestre de hasi esse bespreekbaar e também com essa que de mi man que como lo deseativo para contribuir nessa aqui dus
Yeah.
por exemplo tanto que conscious ou nossa papel de tópico e eu falgacina pero com na final de dia é um processo com amitin ko vai trabalhar riba gele
Yeah, yeah.
pero even hasi se eu para quieto ko mes ato batigo vai realizar que tanto most people don't do that
Yeah, most people tabisa, you said something, ela hurt me, therefore you are a bad person.
Sí.
This is a big issue. This is a big issue.
of course people say hurtful things all of the time pero
Yeah.
basta-
People say hurtful
and people
things all of the
know.
time. See, people
chances
say,
are they know that they were being hurtful
yeah. People say hurtful things all of the
Sí.
time as well. Pero big issue ta ku basta hopi biyaha orong hindi bisa algo ko bonota gusta. E outro bem, a mim tá papiando echt voor die male perspective here. So me te kere
Yep.
kinang ta unda. Okay, so for the first 20 minutes dia show, nasa para agree ko outro. Pero it's time to start disagreeing. No.
Já
Pero
não tá insistir com nós temos que have discussions. Amita live by
no.
a motto que
wait.
se me por biba sim have discussions with people, I
Yeah.
will. Money, I do not like discussions.
Yeah. I don't think. Well, I think discussions are essential though.
Sí.
Mita, eta meon kuko
Sí.
ding before
They are.
before me kaba mi otro point.
Sí.
Eta meon kuko ding politik, right? And I don't want to bring, and I want to bring politics into it, but sabra ita un reflection di no society. Hopi biya hinda ta bisa ora hinda ta papi bijvoorbeeld die if you don't want to mention politics, just say it, Milo, stop.
Okay,
Pero
si
it's
hindi
an
mo
etong
stop,
bong,
Milo, stop.
okay, pero etong bong voorbeeld. So, hopi biya hinda ta papi di union as if ita mane, as if it is something kuta by benefit us. Dus bijvoorbeeld, so it's not a secret na rubating those partido who have been running the show for a long time, and rubating a lot of people kuta bisa kidia dos partido nang kita by uni, anto as if that's a good thing.
Who's gonna keep checks and balances?
Exactly.
Ahora,
Who's
you
gonna
know?
keep checks and balances? Pero that's the most basic thing papobisa. Pasabra no sa get taught, no sa get programmed ku union talo qual nos mester. Tur hende mester uni, tur hende mester ting e mesong vision e mesong pensamento towards the future. It's like no, that's horrible. That's the last thing ku nos mester. Nos mester grupo de gente que pensa asina, grupo de gente que pensa asina, grupo de gente que pensa asina. Asina, we need groups of people who represent schools of thought.
But the chances
gente pode
are-
represented.
Kung unja groups lang ito by miss out on certain things.
1000%.
Basta,
Yes.
a lot of it tatambe ku lived experiences and the otro gente. So, ita hopi fácil para nos pensar, que porta nos tem coisa figured out, of nos tem perception figured out, pero ita bing di whatever nossa ervar e nossa sinha of basa nossa experience in dori mani education or whatever, pero boting grupo nan di gente kun ang ervaring tato completamente diferente e ori nanta vai por bisabo hey hobby bonita e great pero essay not a fit ding mani me way of life
1000%.
not by basa accommodate nos issues sang and accommodate bonota ni mentioning algo kumi por relate na jelly
yes assim mesmo.
Então, me querer também com portar ora com nossa bisa união of money pass of whatever me querer local com hopi hena ta pensa com esse tá baitano com nós vai um guidebook because it's easy because then we all gonna follow it então pero a mim ta pensa it has nothing to do with that, it has more to do onde com é diferente school of thought maneira vai amanang por exist e por ter contribuição 5 aceita problema onde nós aceitar como ok, abo tem difference of opinion e botar a coisa diferente e que esse não tá malo. Esse me tá pensa ora me tá bisa basta me no locar mane discussão. I love mane healthy discussions as I call them onde como mane por share thoughts sang me no gusta argumento. Pa sobra kung aboting diferença de opinião, etc., me tabay challenge bo, pawak si ita well taught, e me tabay challenge bo, pawak unda ita rooted, pero me no mester mani abolish it, unless I think it's like really, really bonkers, pero pero basta kimi kemen, ato, ese ita algo ko mita haya, oro ko pambisa batawa ka din politics, pero tambe before decision making, oro ko bating mani grupo de gente ko ta hasi decision making for like a very long time of kunante uniko nan ko ta in charge di mani create mani basta pathway to the future of Algacina and it's the same people every time until for a long period of time and not by work.
It's not. Not by work. Because not everybody to relate to those people and not everybody to relate to those mani a specific school of thought a person ain't a representative a grupo ain't a represent and that's why me to understand kiko bokemenas and basta mas mani turhende being able to find mani format onde conos por tussen haakjes mani agree to disagree pa sobra but biting a lot of disagreements anto como po bisa mani bosa kiko okay maybe nos not see eye to eye on these subjects but at the same time nos por respect that
of haya solution ko ta mutually beneficial basta
but you know din praktijk It's hard. So, esse outra coisa também, anto vooral ora boting mane this process going on onde ko decision meste worden toma wasa it becomes a nightmare anto hobi biha is like no panate pero wars are caused by this wasa most wars that is caused by differences in ideology other wars that caused by money pero hobi wars that of most wars that is caused by differences in ideologies anto eri wasa kumbata by look at those situations anto bisa mane hey y'all have to like try to figure it out wasa even money and worse ang palabra hobi grande pero even money violence amongst people basta amongst men and women sowieso men and women tend to express violence in a different way. Men must physical and women must verbally of emotionally whatever. Pero at the end of the day, to recognize nito gewoon mostly being door the differences in ideology. Basta amin no por agree ko un gairi ba turkos and to end up to bring ako ni. It's just not gonna go that way and that's just we have to figure out uma manera onde que nós por verdade llega a punto que nós por discuss these things in a healthy way and agree to disagree on certain things and still love each other. Pero it's in praktijk it's so hard. So hard.
Ito hobi hard pa sabayendo back ko masa no sa papel kinanang anto no sa kasi harvanet ko mani uno to tinha capacity pa por iega na mental state A.
Yeah, that's also another thing.
E ko tabay tinghena nang ko tabay biba fulong bida basa ko nga mani portade very many strict household or whatever anto unda ko nang no asinha critical thinking na no asinha mani form na mesong opinion etc anto nantabay go through life asina nantabay durante adulthood anto chances are kung nanti tipo di hena nang kubasa na trabaho nantabay porta stand up na mesa forever nantabay kita te ora na haya un lugar unda ko e bubble to reinforce whatever those thoughts are.
Yeah, of course.
Basta anto eri porta nantabay haya un pareha creo com família com henda com mane those similar thoughts a trobe e une coisa que nantabay ga challenge e nantabay tinha accountability for tampouco. until first long as it's happening,
Yeah.
not by ting un cambio on like, complete community and society level, but sobra hopi hinananta going through life, seeing ability of seeing seeing what na tools nang of seeing high opportunity pa develop tools nang
Yeah.
pa por mane comunicar.
Yeah.
So, al final del día, sí está.
Yeah.
Tú por estar papiando y no comunicando.
That's true.
So,
That's true. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to find something kuno sa disagree on because I don't.
Propaganda stories, maybe. I don't know.
I'm trying to basta bramita man di kong amin ko Carolina to agree on everything.
Sí.
Is this a
Well,
person sta bezig ta wak other personal thing like
So,
maybe it's because we haven't gotten into the male female stuff yet.
maybe. But I also have like this thing, because Sincerely Carolina is not a debating platform.
Oh heck.
This, me very conscious about the topics kung sa Tresilante. Anto, I'm not gonna argue with you on purpose. So,
You're not gonna argue with me on purpose.
No. Set me up for that tampoco.
Alright.
Okay, so maybe I go to the first story kuta,
Let's go.
in relation to like a male perspective. So I don't know, who knows? Maybe it goes there. Pero ito bisa. I'm a man and I once tried to confide in a male colleague who is also a friend about my mental health issues like anxiety. He responded by suggesting that it might be purely psychological, like in my brain. I was quite disappointed by this reaction, and as a result, I now rarely discuss my mental health concerns with him. So from a male perspective, pues sobra, mi por yung idea how this goes. Growing up, basta por tayo friends ang kubatini and the people you have around you, mane na que momento ba sinti ko mane bodjanon li por conversar di kung bota sinti kung otro hene hamber. Mane kung frequente bota haya kung hene hamber ta kung bisaw mane sana kuita den boga besan to no son vai papel over.
Yeah, but it's not even kuno sa bay papi erover. It's just it's probably because he doesn't understand it.
Okay.
Does minut da kere ko like okay, so ding geval aki eta mane ma confide in this person, and this person told me ko eta what in my head, and that made me say has me disappointed ding a situation.
Iko ba no da confia kubo po reach out na person a mas.
Yeah, off eta bisa kumita barely, toch? And it's like, well, yeah, I think you have the answer to your question. Basta don't mane unkos mita bisa like you can't get mad at the person of bono por rabi ko persona just bono da gusto su answer. I'm not saying his answer is right, pero I am saying well, maybe that's his experience. That come down to mane not understanding things and just kind of having opinions over, right? So si bo binse kami ko un problema di auto, ami tabay to mane probably the tires. Because I don't understand intricacies the motor. It's kind of the same probably with this guy. A lot of guys don't really deal with a lot of these things on a daily. Anto esaita hasi ko amiti yung brother ko yama Eli, and he works with me. And man, a guy kita kon just a guy di mas tranquilo no mundo. Ang si may papi ko na over some anxiety thing kumita having. Ito ba ito man elo escucha because he's a compassionate person, pero elo relate later like when it's 0.0% to it. He would be like yeah, like okay. Mane maybe it's maybe it's in your head, maybe but having un kiko, but because he doesn't understand it. So I don't know, I mean, the kere ko to make this person amalo. Just try to find other people ko connect mas ko on that level. Basta different people have different experiences. Me being an artist, I connect better with people kuta tend to be dinge mesung richting kumi because we tend to have the same issues. Basta si amite echt un issue, mita yama Rosabel, mita yama Niro. Of Levi is also a very close friend of mine. Amico Levi, I have tons of conversations about this. Basta mita tend to reach out to people kuta mesung emotional kumi. I'm a very emotional guy. Eta undi kosan kumita, it's like a double-edged sword. I love it and I hate it. Mita hate it pa sobra mi just no ta gusta a feeling dita emotional about things, and mita love it because the same feeling tahasi ko ave mi porta un artist, ave mi porta un creative, ave mi porta these thought processes, right? Pero pa mi por papia ku hende riba un level kumisa kuna loting understanding pa mi situation, you know, you need to find like-minded people, and you need to find people who think emesung I wouldn't say emesung problems, but I would say si emesung ability to understand the situations kubo.
Algo ko mi notice, basta iba tabi sa say, I fully agree, mani amiting das thing ko, mita truly believe in fostering friendships, mita aktong hinasina, miting friendships ang ko, basta miting pa mani bindi aya, Jacinco aya, Masco Diaz aya, mita generally gusto foster good friendships. Yung mitawa ko mani, basta ang hinato, ang good friend, mita foster it. Pero sina miss, ding basta different friends, but in different course.
Yes.
Thus, mita go to different people, basta with different types of conversations. Si mita struggling ko algo regarding my podcast, for example, meeting specific friends, ang kumita go to, hey, basta kiko pa ta pensa, yun dami pensa, etc. Sitting course ng basta health related, meeting specific friends kumita go to.
Sure.
Basta relationship related, asina, anto basta house related. Echt, anto pasobra kumia siya reconoce dori trial and error kwata e friends ang kumita sinti ta comprende algo miho of ta compassionate about something either dori man lived experience of un personal interest dinang of alasina. Pero meeting ko bisa si ko mita sinti anto meeting this area of friends kami por go to. Ko ta hen mo he anto ko for yung etat hopi young bo a foster talking anto processing anto emotions anto basta oro ko buwak any mani teen rom-com of teen drama movie of algasina e girls ang tahopi alakwending mani papi ng emosyon nanto kiko nanto sintiano anto mo chahamarang hobi biyaha mita sintita very dumbed down anto mani ko nanta incapability mani having conversations. This pop culture miss to portray a say.
Basta Carolina, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Amit kere ku men over het algemeen are very capable of
I agree. Mino abisa ko no. Ito just ko kung nosta portray people.
Kung nosta portray man in pop culture.
Yes. Anto eri kiko ta pasa ko boys ta grow ko eseta I guess what I'm supposed to be behaving like anto what I'm supposed to look like if I want to be cool or whatever.
Yeah.
Pero mi tame, I mean, you know, nosta tabayo pilio mi kasata ong hende ko tame por genuinely mani get emotional about things anto papia very deep about mani kung ita sintiendo about certain things.
Yeah.
Anto obviously no hinamar basta kibigan pero mani ita algo ko according to the stereotype di mani kung hamar supposed si papia of mani porta enota fete say pero by all means mita tama itong hinasina mita very aware the capability pero minosa si other men ta genuinely aware ko the men around them uno porta very capable iku porta it's a process di mani finding out who iku bota tinga ruimte pa mani basta eigenlijk minot yung idea kiko anxiety ta pero mita willing pa escuchar por ato anto basta let's talk about it anto si ting anything kumi por hasi lagam sa isi no tinato kumi por hasi tama lagam sa pero gewoon ko nos nota duna hinahammer mita kir ruimte in the first place pa show that capability.
That's the thing man amita sinti ko so abo papiando di bo mesong kasa. That's a great example. Pasabra bota understand ko eting mister DSA pata okay.
For sure.
But you see, because relationships are full of other conversation altogether. Pasabra this ding e contexto di un relationship ta algo kuta fulong otro mundo when it comes to male mental health. Because amita bisabo erlo Carolina, maybe boka sa atong very lucky person ko ito kung hindi ko care bosa listen to these things pero a lot of times you know men don't get that lucky and mita happy ko po abisa isa itambi ko po abisa well maybe we need to give men the space but actually bosa ta this person that doesn't happen. A lot of times that doesn't happen and it has to do with a lot of things. Pero bosa hopi biya men not given the space but the emotional, not given the space but the vulnerable.
By other men and by women. Pasaseta algo mitahay to importante pa mention na kung ora no sa papia di mani iminota gusto use the word toxic masculinity pasobra.
Yeah, please don't.
You know.
Yeah.
Pero ora ko no sa papia di mani stereotypes ang di hende hammer ko eigenlijk are not serving anyone. Ninang miss mani no sa papia na di say ko ora ko bota bisang hende hammer no por the emotional no por mani share so emotions but doing un disservice.
Can I ask you
men.
something though?
Yeah.
Where do you think that comes from?
Mane originally.
No, where do you think that comes from on a daily? Mane ami miss out of the ngopi situations. Ami miss ko tung very vocal person about my emotions. Ami miss out of the ngopi situations kumita to mane denge momento aki. No denge momento aki bobo bisa deng hopi momento. Ami no por dunami ami no por ta emotional about the situation. Where do you think that comes from?
Well, I genuinely believe ka tintamakan ko machismo anto genuinely mane a very intense stereotypical gender roles unda ko ang hinahammer no mag mane in say no ta ding su rol anto therefore inom mister hasi say anto no per hasi say anto na momento ko bata walk out of that role but I get punished bata waro para I hira bata waro literally may castiga pasali dori mane feborol dori bisabo mane kipasabo inosting undi examples na yung gistambe of mane di como tá papiando de coi.
Pero so when you say this, bokemene for the context of the other men of bokemene for the context of the women? Turdos.
Okay. Sobra mucho hombre, não é dat hobby chiquito. Aí era me dá I me dá obsessed com many cultish behavior. Just many what drives people to go into cults of many basta that type of bubble. During that whole thing, the uncles ko nga mention ko ponemi para quieto. Mucho hamaran frio dat hobby chiquito. Tawaro para hobby viajador yung otro gente hombre na momento ko nanta hasi algo towards mucha mujer por ejemplo ko not accepted within a context di mane kung mucha hombre are supposed to behave versus mucha mujer. Anto say the create mane wound anto hobby bia eta tata si tata ta present ta
I me me sepa bozo na un voorbeeld.
Un voorbeeld mane mucha di 2 años toddler right and no tiene capacity para process kostang na nível aqui. Anto nata jungando ante ting portão rumang of mucha mujer mesmo edad com ele anto e mucha mujer quer que junga anto pa ekite fije ta dale anto everybody kind of lets it slide anto eventually portão chamar ta yoro falgasina anto nobody gives too much attention then 30 minutes later, mucha hamra kabi learn ku dori dale mucha ela haya etoy ante rita bira hasi meskos ante mucha hamra di 2 aya di biata waro gebrek pasala dale mucha mohe ante seta unacceptable within stereotypes. Eigenlijk the unacceptable thing ta ku mucha nanta dal otro period, right? Regardless di sita correcto. Pero eta asina inherent ku for die baby nossa programming boxes pa cada eigenlijk anto e ora bota hanya ku mane hobby biata un tata foral ta pare e mucho hamber heratin 2 aya bosa anto bisen nos nota dal mucho mohe specifically no mucho hamber pero mucho mohe right anto asina a creation di mane e boxes ng akita bing na idat mas grande un gestor nan kuno sa haya ta.
So can I just expound on that?
Yeah.
Lo cual bakabibisa is an amazing example. Pero lo cual bakabibisa bo por wake for the emotional perspective as well.
Claro.
But sabra, this is something ko ami and a lot of men around me voornamelijk is een gumita mas close ko nang makabi mention un party ng number nang qualta very key players ding mi bida very key players when it comes to manebo some male figures ding mi bida kung friends people that we share a lot of conversation with they have that same experience in the emotional sense tambe as a grown up ding sentido ko nanta sinti mane these things kuta basta me to keep it very like open y duidelijk. No, of course, I mentioned bad words, pero é mesmo pensamento di mane okay, bueno, mag di dalo mucho hambre no mag di dalo mucho mohe. That's true. Other way around sita possible, right?
So mas accepted.
Eta mas accepted. Well, it's the same with emotions. Hope biyaha un hambre to very equipped to handle female emotions. I'm not talking about your specific case. Misa ko abot differently. Mino quite sasi abo sa. kubota exception. I don't think you know that you're an exception to this.
Well, bikasata bisami ako ski mane
Okay.
karabiaha et
Okay.
bisami me serpa po comprender ko bo cerebro ta different.
Abot un exception. So
Ato bitaw
aceita.
bisa pero mane be careful mane I want people to understand what I'm thinking.
Yeah, which is
Same.
great. Pero lo cual ami pa abo understand ta, a lot of times females, and when I say a lot of times, I mean a lot of times, females not equipped ku the mino que bisa no mino to use that word, pero equipped ta bong. Na nota equipped ku tools to handle male emotions.
Of course not. Se
Anto
tu crees
aceita-
de un caso onde ko mane por exemplo, no, por tabo ni ti un male figure mes.
Pero Carolina, the other way around
Yeah.
is almost never the case. Mino que bisa almost never, pero the male sita equipped to handle the female emotions,
So say
right?
tawak, right?
So why do I say this? Why do I say this? Pasobra aware mapuntrabo, why do you think it is? Kung men don't share their emotions. Well, men over het algemeen that do stuff for women. And that's the simple truth. And you know, we can dance around it and there's probably somebody no, that's not true. Well, no, it is true. The most things who men to do tapat their women. It is what it is. Men don't really want to do much. Like di naturaleza, men not over het algemeen no que hasi hopi. Dus hopi kos kunos ta hasi tapanos women. When we need to figure ourselves out as men. Ando besemita haya geval, prome geval ko lees op besemita haya le jammer, pero atrobe, you know, find someone else. When men need to figure things out in ang mes, or when men need to have these conversations, we need other men.
Ideally, yes.
We need other men. No, we hopi biyaha hombre meste papi ko hombre panang figure their stuff out. Hopi biyaha we cannot talk with our women. And na umbana mi haya say hopi jammer. Pero na otra banda, ito something kumi learn to accept. Like it's something kumi tamane, okay, this is how it is. And as a man, you need strong male figures din bobida. And busa na mas botat of so, pero bomiste di friends din bobida ko por have these conversations kone. Because atrobe for the male perspective, if you do not have that, then botabay end up de un position ko gewoon not about the beneficial pa boni yung hender on dibo. See, I believe men and women are very different in the regards to kikonoskiar in life. That's another thing. Ahora no sa papi about being happy or being sad. Mi te quiere a lot of female, and I've seen this. Vorale tempo na aki so ayat acabando sa 2024 behabri whatever. Mi tawak hopi posts the hende writing ribanan stories of whatever, of sharing what's little memes. In 2024 I just want to be happy. And I think, well, okay, that's great. See it coming from a female, right? Pero what is happiness? Like kikota happiness, right? Anto mi te quiere, the more I think about this, the more I believe this. I don't think men that want to be happy. Mi te quiere men want to be capable. Mi te quiere men quer wak ng mes den spil. Anto mi te quiere nos quer ta proud di nos mes. Anto the emotional impact pa essay.
Say também tá happy. Paso say ta local ko
Yes,
make
this
ba happy,
essay,
right?
pero what I'm saying that happiness ta byproduct of that.
Yeah.
This when and I have a bar. Ding un song ko ta coming up di mi ko kumita say this kumita bisa man felicidad e droga, and it's true. But so happiness is a drug. Happiness is a drug ko hopi biyanos to end up chasing, but we don't know precis din ki direction pa chase, because it's like, well, kiko tabay bring that happiness ko tabay last.
Pero mi te quiere, a lot of it has to do pa sobrang atrobe, maioria gente não tem capability pa genuinely sinta com a mes, anto sa kiko tabay trese a sense of fulfillment, whatever it is. Sita basta ko mi ta proud de mi men, si mi ta sentir me accomplished. I'm the type of gente, the work that I do, regardless uno que me hacele, pa mi me senti un meaning mas ko diz gana placa, por exemplo, right? That's what drives me. Anto si pa otro gente eta money making, that's what drives them. Pero bom estar por pinpoint si. Anto hopi gente no tinha capacidade para pinpoint what that is. Igual que Randall, basta mi te un firm believer in nota por nada y you know, por dulce full luna aquí having males pa sobra mi por papia di mi perspective, even si mi tamane pensa un tic diferente or whatever, a mí estaba piano de mi perspectiva, mi lived experience, que na final de dia, portanto, turgene por relate na jail. E tem hopi contexto na jail, eta complejo. Eta, basta, mi experience as the daughter of immigrants, eta mi experience, basta, as somebody living in a multicultural household, eta mi experience as a woman, eta mi experience as a woman within a context aqui, bibando a foda en diferente caminho, etc. Anto, mani hindi hamber ding mi opinion hopi biaha no ting ruimte pa ting otro hindi hamber din ang bido kunang por uno look up to manera babisa so abo basa good for you but ting hindi hamber na randi boko po genuinely sinti bong randi nang kuta genuinely basa good mani examples pero hopi hindi hamber no ting say am teri pata end up to have conversations pero ko hindi nang ko ting set opinion because it was given to them from Miss Koy Mujer, right? Set opinions kuno sa haya oit for yung wela falgasina la passed down na mi mama to sakita kimita and those are the people you're going to for deep conversations or whatever anto reporta even though abo tinha capacity pa pensa tiki mas leo of pensa como eh kala ko que nota sintami bom pero si tur hende randibo tiki hende nang randibo ta pensa diferente kubo anto tinha chance obi grande kubo to bisa okay porta amita falta anto porta hende na aqui tiração and it's not because nang at tato ting well thought process or whatever but it's just because nanta sina convicted ding mane kiko nanta kera ding ko while abot mane I don't know
well you know and por that sound harsh pero find better people find other people
I know
hey find other people porta whatever pero the last thing ko abot ba hasi and atrobe this is speaking purely for the male perspective yo
Hindi ka sa hope importante lo qual bata pisando find better people.
Find better people. Well, amitong crier, amitong pussy. For real.
I don't think we're allowed to say that.
Na radio, sabo, bisa turkos behalve echt the hard words. You know, I've been through it all. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Mahaya, mita a composer, di hope di a karta ng A. So I know the words. No, but I mean, I'm a crier, man. I'm a very emotional person and
Bagi haya ko mane uhena tabi sabo mane portawar bata tamasyon otro brother iki sabo mane iki pasabo fala kasi no
oh mane not even brother mi mesong familia
okay
mi mesong familia it used to be like something who was like a funny thing mane Randall tayo na trobe yeah you know but atrobe like I understand it minota tumana na malo pe you know na umba na mita mane na umba awara ki kuma grow up mita mane like I understand it maybe they shouldn't have done it you know maybe it's not what the correct anpak pero sinano sa I love these people I love these people basta ko mikimen anto mita sinti mane well mita happy ko den cierto sentido strength e awardo instilled in me tambe by the way das hope biya ko mita tayo na taman listen like we understand ko but feeling sad right now or something but you know this is part of life and you have to toughen up and to bosa Kiko Carolina that's not a bad thing either that's not a bad thing either
acknowledging who hurt is part of life
yes
hope importante
yes but you don't want a bad relationship who hurt tampoco especially if you hurt a lot
exactly pero you know, ese tres nos na outro ponto, ku gente share ku ora ku su first girlfriend a break up con ele, anto ela poi puro papia ku su tata about it, so ela pensa, you know, anto ku su tata bira wa que estranho, anto ele bisele bira hammer simiu, no bisami bote yora a tambe. Anto I don't know, no? Mane first of all, me senti a lot of adults talo bida kung porta teenage years ta. And a lot of emotions are very deep. So breakups at any age and tense, but in teenage years, basta hope biya bonating hope mas going on. Bonating man yung responsibility yung job, etc. So that is like your whole identity.
Also bono amake maybe four because that's the hard thing. That's the hard thing. Si botong hindi ko ba go through like 3-4 breakups ka ba?
Basta ka to by hurt.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go through this. Amita bisabo irlag.
Amita sali at the better end of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So I'm 27 right now. And I've had girlfriends in the past and stuff like that. Pero my last relationship is the first relationship kung mita sinti mani. Like this is the experience.
Okay.
Like say that the first time kung mi feel breakup like like riba e level A. So the first time kuma get like kumita out heartbroken. But I understand ki kami men. So, you know, I've had relationships in the past and I keep pero this last one was the first one kuma feel that way.
Yeah.
Anto I remember the first weeks mita the home pensa man, this is just I'm never gonna
Get over
get
it.
over this. I'm never gonna get over this. Then and me not to be sound I would have completely over it because I still have a lot of traumas and a lot of things ko keda kolga. Pero I would have like the person that I am right now. The way different ko person ko mita this was ko ela kabi pasa. And I say the for namelijk because you know I worked on myself. I mita papiano den tour aspecto. And I say time manera ko me get over it. Pero when it comes to it dude aki ko ela by papi ko sutatan to start yeah that's how it is. Man me to understand that. Me to understand that. What's up? Me to understand ko it's like a very traumatic situation pe porta. Wait, why am I speaking like this? No. I'm not gonna please white out to local makaibisa.
Okay.
Traumatic. It's not a traumatic experience.
Could be for some people, I don't know.
Tingin ko to go through real trauma. Like intense trauma.
Okay, I understand que eu probando de bisa, pero por de pôr momentos em perspective de mané teenager again.
Oh no, I know that because
Okay.
This whole story we could have said story kids. This is all of our stories.
Sí.
So, this is
Anto-
understood.
Anto minota basta mita mané bota bisa no, the compassion of understanding di kung bahaya contesta
Yeah.
Anto pakico no se reagir
Yes.
asina, pero esse lo por tabata momento onde ko you know, como família, por exemplo, botava e duna gente homem dinge cas e ruimte para expressar sua emoção. Anto portanto na final de dia, hora que a conversation acaba, pode dizer, okay, but you will get through this.
Yes.
Anto basta sai da parte de vida, anto
Yes.
it's part of hurting, anto
Yes.
feeling, anto basta. Pero tem moments nang mita sinti como families of como community nos ta miss opportunity para vooral doen na gente humber e gente mulher ang rond eigenlijk e oportunidade para acknowledge ko como humber tambe but going through thoughts and emotions
Hello,
and feelings
all the time.
Anto, exactly. So we miss a lot of these opportunities pa sobra kumane it's not what we were taught to do of
Yeah.
local ko ta the norm.
Yeah.
If anything, me te quero encourage families to think about that. Next time kung man male figure din família, tabing ko sentimento de preocupação, of hurt, of algacina, maybe basta allow bo turo como família pa tuna gente e ruimte Anto, basta iting ora nos saki pahasi ko e feeling basta teenager ko ta hurting, mating nada ko pahasi
Yeah.
other than time.
Yeah.
Basta.
Yeah.
Pero
yeah.
unta nada, kuba allow it to exist. Mane si yora ta parte do process yora basta of si mane sera bo mes mo camber si mang ta parte do process so be it pero kuba ta acknowledge ko you two are allowed to feel a certain way about something that hurt you.
Yeah, you also poor body, especially if it's a man. Poor body donele cierto consejo nang kutabay end up to empower him.
Okay.
Iko say make him kutabay make him powerful, quite letterlijk powerful. But I say that kiko man mister. We need strong men. We don't need weak men. We need strong men.
Pero me te quiero hope ahora gente pensa de weak and strong. It's probably not what you are thinking as weak and strong.
I mean, well, no, yes, I think it is. I think it is. Mita kere, ora mi bisa weak man, ora mi bisa strong man. Mike mene, both in the emotional sense. Mike mene ta, when it comes to traits, I believe weak men ting traits kuta. So but mention a palabra like toxic masculinity, right?
Yeah, I don't like the word.
Which I like. Kubona even go there because I really dislike that word. Mita dislike it, but a lot of times we mention toxic masculinity and not toxic femininity. And when we say when I say weak men, mike men kuting hope di mane just like toxic traits kuta on the other end of money spectrum. This money, man could gusto money asiredo, man could gusto gaya, man could gusto of that type of stuff.
Okay, but also, money, mi just escrevi essa, se de costo, these are traits ame com gente, mino que wake de um gente homem, pero de um gente mulher tampouco.
Yes,
Basta
I agree.
It has to do with just being a toxic person, period.
I agree.
Basta?
Mita agree ko ba 100%?
Disco nanta more commonly seen e accepted
Yes.
in women
than
they are
in men.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mesmo coisa como being aggressive,
Yeah.
ta mas mane, oh, that's toxic masculinity. Basta
Yeah.
eta mas
It's toxic, period.
It's toxic
But
people.
the pensa com aggression, tamane
Yeah.
the way out, it's toxic.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
So when I say weak men, that's what I mean. Mike
Yeah.
men kuting those toxic traits kuta more commonly known as many female traits.
Yeah.
We don't need any of that stuff. Those men are genuinely dangerous. I mean that. At the Deng Me friend group, I have 0 men kuta like that. 0 men kuta like that. So, pero ma carefully build me friend group in that way.
Kiko bolo por bisa, pas mi wake tempo anton jis Byron to by waken tame. By the way, aweting stima un artista after Sincerely Carlina, so stay tuned. Pero Kiko bolo bisa na un gente ko portata bisa basa, mamak me mane e tipo de gente hamrang e un gente hamber.
Yeah.
Anto mi lokiar por ting gente hamrang ko mi por relate nang de mi vida ko mi por mane generally conversa ko nang have friendships with, pero mi ta kansa di mane going around and to finding the same, type of
it's like, where do you find? Well, then you need to check yourself.
Okay.
But then chances are si abota only encountering weak men. Chances are ko abota dengo environment or no panata. You might be one of them cinco bosa. And it's ita sono hopi harsh, pero it might just be the truth. The same ko eprome opinion di eprome person kono sa read is like, well, if you don't like the answer, don't demonize the person, right? Purbadi check yourself, purbadi wakbo circulo y purbadi wakbo, what am I doing wrong? Kiko amita siendo fault. Why am I meeting these people over and over again? It's the same cool relationships, right? Si bata un persona ka go through 10 relationships, and the 2 10 relationships, ba conoce the wrong person, well, chances are there might be off algo malo ko manera ko abo ta buscando, off algo malo ko abo miss. Thus, prome stop ta sempre wak mane, okay, am I causing this issue? Am I not the man ko amita kere kumita? See, I had this whole it's like a conversation kumita with Tinko Rosabel a week ago. See, Rosabel is one of my best friends, and we talk about these things a lot, and it bounce a lot of ideas back to me. Yet call me out riba kosan kumita home fault. Of kumita at least half fault. Anto elabisami mani, listen, like what are you doing now? Ku tasibo better. Ku bota ta 6 luna pasa, 4 luna pasa, 5 luna pasa. Anto mabisele awere ki mita sinti mane ebita ku mita bibando ta consistent to the person that I want to be. And that's a very important thing as a man. Bo mister sinha respetabo mis. As a person. Okay, we can say that as well. As a person.
You should be wanting to live a life consistent with the person that you want to be, but that you think you are.
Yes.
Living a life consistent with that.
At 100%.
Yeah.
There's when I say a man, it's just simply because that's the only experience ko I'm meeting, right? Pero nami bisa as a person. Amiker biba bida ko ta consistent na e persona ko amikerta in kumita sinti kumita. Ando kada biya kumi deviate from that, mita lose respect for myself. And that comes anto esaita come down to a friends committing time. See, I've cut so many people off de mi bida. And it's not because they're bad people. I still love them. Pero it's just because they're not my people. Inano ta gente ko ami portaron tinangan to sinti bong di mi miss. So as a man or as a person, whatever ko boke bisa, atrobe I'm just speaking from my experience, y lo cual amisa ko ami timiste. The one thing ko mi por bisabo, and this is for everyone ko ta listening ko ta un man ta ambe of ko ta un woman of whatever ko bota sinti ko botin bad people den bobida ko bota sinti mane bonota de un environment ko bota accepted of happy of whatever it may be. Step 1, don't victimize yourself. Bonota víctima di nada. Sometimes people are victims di verdad, pero scratch that urato pa say that's like a small percentage of the situations. Just sako bonot un victima di nada. Figure yourself out. Figure out kiko dibo botin ko cambia pro me, and then find people who align with that vision. And when you do that, bota by finally pone bomes de un position to actually win. Anta bota by pone bomes de un position unde ko bolo por crece, both ko e friends and ko botin, pero also as an individual. See, this is very important.
Yes.
And again, I can only speak as a man. This is super important as a man because uiteindelijk the only thing that we want is growth. The only thing that we want is to look ourselves in the mirror and to be proud of ourselves. And the byproduct, die is say, tabay the happiness. Pero never chase happiness, never chase anything behalve that inner feeling, the peace and that inner feeling, the fulfillment, if anything. Try to be as useful as possible while still while still remaining good person and still remaining down to earth and whatever you, because a lot of people that become useful and all of a sudden not to be a Dios, basta, dus purba di queda mas, like I don't like to use the word humble, pero purba di queda mas gewoon un good person.
Sí.
Just be a good person, be a decent person while still being useful, while still being like true to yourself, queda masculine, queda all of those things, si bumester, pero again, be proud of yourself. Do things that make you proud of yourself. Anto bota ba ita happy?
Thank you so much, Randall. May tawa ke oras, so we gotta go. Pero may sa akin un conversation hope nice. Thank you so much. I espero we can have more conversations. And not the first time ko Randall ta being din sa Shirley Carolina. Sa akin minuto kaya tayo ultimo biya tampoko. So thank you so much for today.
Yeah. Abot man mi weirdest friend, Carolina. like me most unusual friendship.
Okay. Wait, Ate say naman what neurodivergence means. Being people's weirdest friend.
No, but the most unusual friendship. That's a better way of putting it.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. Sibo, I catch your episode a little late. Do not worry. No, sa riba YouTube and Facebook, and on Tuesday, no, it's available. Riba both favorite podcasting platform. Thank you so much to Bag and Strip, Seravi, Total, and stay tuned for Stima Ung Artista in a little bit. I appreciate you. Make better choices. Make yourself proud, like Randall said. And I will see you again next week. Bye.
Gang, gang.
And I am the host of Sincerely Carolina, a series of educational conversations about current social issues with local and international experts. Make sure you tune in every Saturday on Cool FM from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Bye!